Here's something most seniors considering downsizing in Southern California don't realize is the biggest mistake. It's not about what you buy or how you buy. It's about how you approach the sale of your current property, especially if it involves a probate or a trust sale. Getting this wrong could cost you tens of thousands of dollars. I'm Crystal Hoggard, and I specialize in helping families navigate the complexity of real estate here in the Southern California area, specifically when inherited properties or probate trusts are involved. Today, you'll discover the best downsizing options available for seniors from vibrant 55 communities or the efficient smaller home, and how to choose the perfect fit just for you. So if you're seriously considering a move or dealing with an inherited property, I'd love to help put a game plan together, a personalized game plan just for you. There is a link in the description to schedule a call, a free call with me with no pressure, just honest advice and expert guidance. All right, so first up, let's talk about those 55 and over plus communities. These are often the first thought of seniors when downsizing, and for a good reason. Let me tell you, these communities offer an incredible array of amenities like clubhouses, pools, golf courses, and let's not forget those social activities. They have created a built-in community just for you. The price points of these communities can be dramatically different. You have condos that could be from the mid 300s up to single family homes that could be well over $1 million. It's always going to depend on the location and the amenities of that community. So a couple of key benefits is first and foremost lifestyle. Then you have maintenance-free living. Not to forget, I'm going to keep talking about that strong social calendar. It creates a sense of security when you move into these communities. However, I'm not going to lie, you have to understand the HOA fees. They can be substantial. The HOA rules, they can be significant, and every community is different. So here's a pro tip for you. Don't just tour the home. Spend time in the community, in the common areas, talk to residents, and get a true feel for the community and its culture. All right, next, let's talk about maybe you want to consider a condo or a townhome. These are a fantastic option for seniors looking to significantly reduce their footprint, their maintenance and responsibilities without necessarily being dedicated to that 55 and over community. There are tons of condos in every community here in the Inland Empire that range from 2 bedrooms to 3 bedrooms, starting anywhere probably between 500 up to 800, always of course depending on location and amenities. These often have a urban convenience, walkable benefit depending on the location. You do have less exterior maintenance when you buy a condo or a townhome. Typically you have shared amenities like the gym, security. They're at a lower price point than a single family home, which can free up capital for seniors if you want to do investments, invest into your retirement. The HOA, obviously, depending on why you're buying in that HOA, could limit some specifics like pets, color of the outside of your home. Once again, my advice is always take a look at the community, spend some time in the common areas, and talk to people in the area. I have had clients who love the home but hate the HOA restrictions, or the opposite, they hate their home for whatever reason but love the HOA. So you want to spend time with both. All right, so for number 3, that for individuals that still want that backyard, they don't want shared walls, a single family home is going to be the next option. This means that they are not going to live in an HOA. You want free of all that. So there are definitely charming communities that have a single story, anywhere between 1,200 to 1,800 square foot home. This gives you still a smaller footprint, but room to breathe, right? And so you might find a 3-bedroom home. I'm always going to recommend a single story, especially for seniors downsizing. You can find these homes anywhere between $750,000 up to $1 million, depending on the condition, the updates, and always location. So the benefit is you're still going to be independent. You're going to personally maintain the property inside and out. No one's coming, right? So you get the opportunity to keep up your home. Another quick tip for this one, look at homes that have already updates so you're not having to continually invest in the property. Look for the HVAC system. Let's take a look at how old the roof is. Make sure it's a single story. I'm just going to say that. That's so important. And finally, I just want to go back to the 55 and over communities because they do emphasize in health, wellness, engaging in social activities, which is going to be a huge boost for your wellness as well. These communities usually have newer construction. They feel more resort-like. Sometimes I'm like a little ageist. Why do I have to be 55 to live here? Because it's kind of poppin'. So these homes that have that newer construction, they could start off with the high 600s, depending on the lifestyle, the amenities. We always want to talk about that. Here is what gets interesting, especially for those that are dealing with inherited properties, those probates, the trusts. When you're downsizing a property that falls under these categories, the process is inherited more complex. You're not just selling a home, you are navigating a legal and financial framework that does require specialized knowledge. I've helped numerous clients sell inherited homes here in California, and you want to make sure you get it done right the first time because it can cost you thousands. The biggest mistake is not understanding the probate trust, the timeline, or even selling to an investor who undervalues the property. You are at risk for lawsuits if you sell to an investor under market value when you're dealing with an inherited property. Unless you're the only heir, that's a different conversation. My advice is always going to be work with a real estate professional who has specific experience with probate trust sales, and make sure that the strategy is legal, that the requirements are met, because they are very different from a standard sale. You want to ensure that you maximize the value of the sale of the inherited home while minimizing stress and legal complications down the road. Choosing the right downsizing option in Southern California, let me tell you, is a big decision, and it becomes even more critical when you add the inherited property on top of that, when you add a probate, when you add a trust sale. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more. Here in Southern California, I'm here to help give you insight. If you're ready for the next steps or need guidance, give me a call, a text, a DM. I am here to give you that honest opinion. Now remember, you can click the link below. I'm here to help. I'd love to hear from you and assist you in finding your perfect next chapter. Talk to you soon. What the fuck? Sorry.